Have you ever made a bad cup of coffee? If you said no, I know you're lying because everybody's made at least one bad cup of coffee. And today I'm gonna tell you 3 reasons on why that might be and how to fix it. Reason number 1 is probably the biggest reason on why your coffee tastes bad. You are probably using grocery store bought beans. And grocery store bought beans do not have a roasted on date. They have a best by date, which means they have an expiration date essentially. So they don't tell you when they were roasted. And if you want to get the best tasting coffee, it needs to be freshly roasted coffee. So when you look for coffee, you want to try to see a roasted on date. You don't want to see a best by date. If it says best by, it's probably not going to be the best coffee. Freshly roasted beans are the number 1 way to make your coffee taste good. Because even if you just use freshly roasted beans in like your drip machine at home, your $10 machine you bought off Amazon, you will still make better coffee if you use freshly roasted beans. These coffee beans I have right now are from my friends at Noctua Coffee. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check them out. I really like their beans, but you can get any freshly roasted beans anywhere. You can go to local coffee shops. There's a lot of different ways to get freshly roasted coffee. Reason number 2 why your coffee probably tastes like trash is because you're not storing it properly. The bags they come in are good for keeping the air out when they're completely sealed, but once you open them, there's ways for air to get in. And oxygen leads to the beans aging faster and just not tasting the best. So you want to try to keep them in an airtight container. Now, this one I have is a little extra. You don't need all this, but it is the best option. So this one has a little airtight seal thing that you put on there to make sure you push out all the oxygen. It's called an AirScape. They're very cool. But you could also use a normal airtight container like this my mom just bought from the store. And this is just whatever, it's just coffee, you know? But as long as it's airtight, even a mason jar, as long as it's airtight, it's automatically better than whatever you're using before. You don't want to leave your beans out in the air because the air oxidizes them. I don't know if that's the best word, but that's the best description I could come up with. The 3rd reason your coffee at home sucks is probably because you're not using a scale or anything to weigh out your beans. I'm sure like a lot of us, like when I first started making coffee, I would just throw in beans in the grinder and say, that's enough, I think. It's important, especially if you want to get a consistent cup of coffee, to use a scale so you know exactly what you need to measure out and exactly how much you need to use. It'll probably also help you save a little bit of coffee because you won't just guessing how much you need like normal. There's nothing wrong with guessing, but it just makes it a lot less consistent. Like one day you might have a really good cup of coffee that you love, and the next day you won't because you use too much beans. And coffee is very precise, so like just a couple grams over what you had a good day could make it taste completely different and ruin the whole vibe. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know if you have any questions about why your coffee tastes bad or if there's any issues I could try to help you with. I've been doing this for like 2 years now. I'm not the greatest, but I'm at least educated enough to help some people because I've had a lot of problems with all my coffee experiences and I've just had to figure it out by myself and just figure things out. So if there's anything I can help you with, let me know.